Okay, so another type of dovetail that we can do, it's actually not a dovetail, it is a finger joint or a box joint, but it's kind of in the dovetail family, so we'll cover it here along with this. But basically, we are going to make a bunch of kerfs in here. The difference is they're going to be straight cuts instead of angled cuts like in a dovetail. So you have to have a jig for this of some sort. So we're going to take our dado stack here and we're going to set it up for 1/4 of an inch. So 2 blades. Okay, so we got our 1/4 inch dado stack set up. Throw our throat back in there, and we will grab our jig. Okay, so a box joint jig is basically 2 fences and a crosscut sled that has a tongue in here. This is set to the same width as my dado stack, so 1/4 inch dado stack, 1/4 inch wide board. And then I also have a space in between where the blade's gonna be that is the same width. So that's a 1/4 inch and that's a 1/4 inch. So how this works is we stick these in the track right here. We need to raise the blade to the same thickness as the board that we are going to be cutting. A finger joint only works when you are cutting into the end grain. If you try to cut cross grain, it's just gonna break off. So we always wanna cut with the grain for a finger joint. It's the only way that's actually gonna be strong. So I'm gonna butt this piece in. I'm gonna turn my saw blade on. And I'm gonna make the cut. So that's my first finger. Now it is super important that you keep this flat on the table or else you're gonna get wonky cuts. Now I move this over so that the finger, the groove that I just cut sits over the tongue that I have set in there, and I just cut a bunch again. And there's my first set of fingers. Now, if I just cut this second board the same way, I'm going to make the same number of cuts and they're gonna fit together. They're not gonna fit together, they'll be offset. So what we wanna do is take the first cut that I made and we're gonna flip that and we're gonna put it over the groove, and then we're gonna butt our second piece, the adjoining piece, into it. And we're gonna make our cut like that. And what that does is it gives me a place for this first cut to go into. And now we just repeat the same way, butting this into the tongue there and cutting all the way across. Now, if this is cut correctly, these will fit in nice and tight, just like that. And we'll sand down these edges that are a little proud. And this is actually a fairly strong joint because you can fill glue into all those and you have a ton of surface area. So that's basically what a finger joint is. Hey, if this is helpful, hit that subscribe button and check out our other videos in the joinery series. Peace.